Okay, guys. So let's start that second and third and final bonus session. So in the previous session, we started understanding something about IoT, a new upcoming thing in Salesforce as a bonus topic for you. So that in interview, if they ask you any kind of information about this, then even if you say I know some basic knowledge, in many cases, you will win that interview because it is something which is upcoming and hardly anyone knows in the market. So we understood that how actually it helps us to process large number of data and store the data, and ultimately the Thunder platform is going to ensure that your day-to-day devices, your refrigerator, your AC, your cooler, your fan will be speaking with Salesforce. Salesforce will give some instructions and it will start working. And the reason behind this is that when Salesforce started working, then we realized they are having millions of customers, and they realized that we can give some better service to these customers by using IoT. And with this way, they made the jump into the IoT market. So this is the reason why actually Salesforce jumped in the IoT market. Okay, to just understand that how exactly these guys can do better things for you. Okay, now let me tell you something about uh, another thing, which is nothing but the second topic which was left, the final topic, Einstein wave analytics. Now this is also something very good in the industry where very few people have the knowledge of. It is something which is related to analytics. That is the look and that is the giving some kind of information to customer in terms of reports and charts. So please note that before this, companies used to help their clients using, or let's say companies used to help their users using report and dashboard feature of Salesforce by presenting some four types of report. But with the new trend in industry of using some VI VI tools, which is also called as business which is also called as business intelligence tools. Okay, business intelligence tools. Then in this case, Salesforce realized that it may lose the market. So please note, this is something very important, or I would say very special feature of Salesforce is Salesforce try to cover all maximum possible steps and all maximum possible business scenarios. Whenever Salesforce sees opportunity, it will jump. This is one very important thing which we can learn from Salesforce. Absolutely opportunity oriented. Whenever opportunity is there, Salesforce will jump and grab it. For example, the new thing in Salesforce, which is nothing but the same technology by which bitcoins became popular in the market. You know now, many people are saying that Bitcoin is next era transaction platform. Many people are saying no, it's not that. Anyways, it's a matter of debate. But ultimately, but the main thing is to understand how actually Bitcoin got popular, right? Because of the technology called as blockchain. Similarly, Salesforce now realize this is something good. We can take the benefit of Salesforce jump. Now, where is the connection of Salesforce and Bitcoin? Or blockchain or Bitcoin like business? There is no connection, but still, you see, Salesforce jumped because Salesforce finally found one situation where Salesforce is going to, or let's say some limited situations where Salesforce is going to be able to take the benefit of Bitcoin related technology, that is blockchain, and they will declare this in coming September or October month. So Salesforce is very opportunity oriented, and that is good for us because this way we will get lots of job opportunities and continuous job opportunities in future. Not like .NET Java that few years market gone. No, we will be having a long term journey here. Okay, so now Salesforce realized that it will lose the market. Hence, it launched a product which is now called as Einstein uh, Analytics. Okay, why Einstein? Because there are some automatic predictions and all these things are there. So it's called as Einstein Analytics. Okay, so what this analytics will do? Like, what is the benefit of this? What are the situation where you think that we should be using this Einstein Analytics? Okay, I'll explain you one by one. So first of all, please note. And by the way, I will just give an example, like Salesforce using. So, for example, like Salesforce is giving some all high quality charts, reports, and by which people are able to perform this activity for large volume of data and also do some analysis. Okay. Now let me just show you one more important thing. So I'm just going to tell you one example, by the way. Just give 1 second. There is one small point I would like to tell you about this thunder, so that you can just understand it in a better manner. Just like how the programming also is done in Thunder, just for your knowledge purpose. So see, it's something like this kind of programming the IoT platform will have. IoT platform will have like this kind of scenario. For example, so let's say the IoT platform will have two scenarios. Let's say agent, or let's say device, etc. This is something native to IoT, by the way. So let's say a platform helps us to give a secure communication between modules and devices, etc. With simple calls are there in IoT. Send agent. Let's say you want to send a message, or you want to listen a message. You can get some kind of message also, where you can receive the message on the device, etc., etc. So this kind of codings are there in the IoT. Just for your information, I shared with you. Now let's continue with the wave analytics that we understood now how it's going to happen. So now let me tell you the features of this. So please note that as the company data lives in various locations such as Salesforce, ERP, data warehouse, Informatica, etc., log files, and then when we are going to see all the data together, it can work as a gold mine. The way actually we see our business, and that is the reason this issue is solved by Salesforce Analytics. Okay, so let me also mention here like how uh, companies, let me mention here how companies are getting advantage of web analytics. So for this I'm going to tell you something that here that company data lives in different platforms, and such as Salesforce platform, ERP, data warehouses, log files, and when we all combine together, like for example we see like in a single screen, or let's say uh, analyze together, then all this data can be uh, amazing, like a, uh, source of information uh, for your customer, for your company, like a gold mine, like a gold mine. The way gold mine will give you lots of good things. Similarly, it's going to give lots of good things, changing the way we do our business and improving customers' experience. So, for this reason only, analytics solves the challenge of combining all this information to answer the questions of our business problem. Okay, so this is one more benefit of analytics we have. It combines various platform data together. Next, now how actually analytics will do the work. For this also I will give you a small idea like how it's going to uh, how analytics work and what kind of performance it's going to do. So I just mention here one important paragraph for you to understand that what analytics is doing in the market. So this way you will get lots of idea, even though it's not even part of syllabus, but still at least you can get the idea that how actually people are getting benefit of. And what we do here in the analytics is we will be actually creating the aggregate view of uh, like our separated data, uh, let's say Salesforce or from external data, and then what we'll do, we will like loading it into the data set, and what we'll do, then we can just slice the data to get some answers that we need for our business, or let's say to get some information we need for getting our business point of view. Also, all like everything inside the Salesforce. So please note this: everything is inside Salesforce. All the information you are going to get will be inside Salesforce, and we can just share the insight in Salesforce. Start discussion about that in chat, etc. Okay. So, for example, how analytics works: create aggregated view of your separated data in Salesforce, or let's say from Salesforce or from external data. Then it loads into the database. Then slides the data to get some kind of information that we need for business. Everything is available inside the Salesforce, by the way, and we can just say this inside. We can just do one thing. We can just share with the team and start discussion about that in the chat. These all things are there, which is going to be helpful for you, and it is going to give you the data in the Salesforce without using any business intelligence tool like Tableau and etc. You can just do all these things in Salesforce with very powerful features of Einstein wave analytics. Let me see if I need to tell anything more about this. Even though you're having no idea about that, I'm just trying to give you as much as information I can give you. Uh, so I would also like to tell you some kind of terminologies because, as I said, that if someone asks you in the interview that you have any kind of knowledge about this thing, so my intention is that you should have some kind of answers ready, so that as compared to other people, you will get some more benefit, and this way it will be easy for you to get better jobs because they will not expect you how to be expert in these things. But if you just even know basic things, then we can easily crack the interview, and this is what actually is helping my many previous batch students getting easy success in interviews because of just being with some additional knowledge as per the competitor. Okay, so let me just tell you one more thing. So let me just tell you something about that. Just 1 minute. Let me search. There is notes for in my session in my laptop. Let me just see where is that. Just 1 minute. I'm finding that notes saved somewhere. Yeah, I got it. Now see here. Uh, by the way, please note that Einstein Analytics is having two names. Okay, one is the previous name called as Wave Analytics, and the new name is Einstein Analytics. And here, uh, we can take the benefit of this by multiple business ways. That's also I'm going to explain. And this way we are going to see some various useful information for you. So let me show you. Okay, so here we go. Everything is ready for you now. So see, some important terminologies for you, which you can just keep in your mind. If they ask in interview, you can say that I have some basic knowledge on that. And these answers also, if you give just easy selection in the company. So, but this compromise they will not accept in admin developer. Okay, don't expect that this kind of compromise they will expect. When the things are not known to people in the market like this in Viva Analytics, and you at least have some basic knowledge, then they will definitely prefer you because you have something which is rare in the market. But such compromise in admin, they're asking you what is workflow rule, and you don't know, then sorry, they will not expect you. They accept you. Okay, so this is something which we are taking the advantage of the market's lack of knowledge on Viva Analytics. So some terminologies. Private app. We have something called as private app. This app is visible for only you, and you cannot share this private app. You can say private app with anyone. Remember this if they ask you this question in interview. Okay, and this you can say that I just have knowledge of like a few months in Wave Analytics or Einstein Analytics. Both are same name, Einstein or Wave, both same. Shared app. This app is opposite of my private app. The shared app is accessible by anyone in the org who has access to analytics. They also ask you some kind of questions in the interview. What you have worked on Einstein, or tell some terminologies. Okay, for this sub question, you guys are having a sure answer, so nothing to worry. You have the clear answer for this. You can definitely get the benefit of this. Okay, next, Wave dashboard. They have same dashboard like our Salesforce dashboard. Dashboard is a set of, you can say, charts, matrix, tables that gives you interactive view of your business data. Wave lenses. Now, dashboard is a collection of all this information. But wave lenses is a saved exploration. Like for example, you can hear what actually we can do is, for example, let me just show you here. Uh, Fifth point, data set, wave data set, and in the exploration, this helps explore the data in terms of business point of view. Okay, remember this wave lenses, wave data set. A data set is a specially created or specially formatted source of data. We have formatted that, and we optimize that for interactive exploration. We can take some better benefit of that. It is a formatted data, etc. So that also you can remember. Okay, these things you can remember. And if they ask you one question that where you use the web analytics, this is also one basic entry question. You cannot expect much complex questions in this situation. because your forte is admin development. So they will ask you very simple questions in this way. So where where your company used uh, Einstein analytics in the past. In the past. Okay, so thank you for the hold. So where your company used Einstein analytics, Einstein analytics uh, in past. So like they will ask you some kind of simple scenario also. So for that also we have answers ready. So nothing to worry. You can just answer these things and get the benefit of that. And see here. So we can use in various scenarios. We can use for pipeline management. Like this is just understand the changes to your opportunity pipeline in real time. Like there is an opportunity object where we enter the data, standard objects, how your business is getting opportunities. You can see view deals, you can see the deals that moved or out of the sales period, compare the closed deals, etc. etc. So you can say we have done this kind of things. That's it. No more explanation needed. You can also say for performance, we have taken the benefit of this. Sales managers can, or let's say for example, you can say instead of can, you can say monitored, okay, and used to understand the changes in opportunity pipeline for data in opportunity object for our business, viewed new deals that moved into or out of the sales period, compared closed deals that were won versus lost, etc. Okay, performance, we sales manager monitored the overall pipeline and compared performance with goals throughout the sales period, then quickly drilled down uh, on individual team members to compare their performance to quotas. You can also simply say that sales managers monitor the overall pipeline and compare performance with goals throughout the sales period. That is simple. You just can avoid the more detailed technical things. Otherwise, they will ask you some more questions in that. Next, also you can mention forecasting here. Like forecasting is something which helps your business to predict something in future, to estimate some kind of thing for revenue generation. You can also say for this purpose also we have taken the benefit of that, and there is also for some kind of white space analysis which actually helps to identify the products that have been sold to account and create opportunities based on the need of that account. This is called as white space. There is no uh, nothing available. You just need to identify the opportunity based on the need of the account, and this way also you take the benefit of this. These are some very popular features which wave analytics can give you in the business. Very useful thing. Okay, so everyone is clear. This information is not so this information is not so suitable if you are applying something for 4 or 5 years of experience in this is useful for you only when you are just trying to show that I'm very good in admin developer, but my advantage is I also know something about the web analytics and etc. And this way the things will be very easy for you. Okay, everyone clear? And finally, you can also see here the benefits of uh, web analytics. So the benefit of web analytics: easiness in use, aggregation of data, mobile friendly, innovative features, and security. Okay, and at the top, let me mention that wave analytics is equal to in Einstein analytics. Okay, remember this. So everyone clear? If they ask you some questions that what you have worked in web analytics, or tell me something about web analytics, then or what kind of things you have worked on web analytics, you can explain at least 3 4 lines. Everyone is clear with this information? This help many previous batch students. So do not miss this chance, and whenever you see the opportunity, you can explain that I have some knowledge about web analytics, not that much, few months, and I can explain it. Then you say, okay, what you have worked, these all important notes can help you to give the solution. Okay, so anyone is having question, any kind of queries? Everything is done in the web analytics session.